Alright, let's talk about this guy right here. For those who don't know, this is Cyclops. Cyclops is one of the most well known and one of the most respected comic book characters of all time. Me growing up as a kid reading comic books and reading particularly X-Men comics, Cyclops was always my favorite character. I remember being 8 years old in year 2000 watching X-Men with my cousins for the first time in a movie theater, live action X-Men. I remember being excited for Wolverine and actually seeing him on screen, but I was even more excited to see what they did with this character right here, Cyclops. Yeah, my feelings were hurt. My feelings were hurt. I was very confused. This wasn't the character that I was used to reading. I was expecting this alpha male, this alpha guy, this leader, the guy with all the presence in the world, the guy who's Charles Xavier's right hand man, who's gonna be you know essentially helping lead the X-Men in the field of battle. And instead of that, we got this. Cyclops, right? I get out of my way. Now, look, I'm not gonna say that James Marsden was a bad Cyclops. I truly don't believe that he was a bad Cyclops. I truly think that this was a good casting. But look, that scene right there just set the tone because comic book Cyclops isn't. He's not taking that shit from Logan. I'm sorry. He's punching him square in the fucking face. Look, Fox's intentions were clearly to give the leadership reins to Wolverine, with him just, I guess, being their opinion of the cooler character and the better character to go with as the lead. And no disrespect to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but he shouldn't have been the leader. No, that shouldn't have how it been. That's not how it should have went down. Yes, these two are always going to have a conflict. This is Alpha and Alpha in the same room. They're always gonna butt heads. But if you read those comics, you truly know that even Wolverine himself, he knows that he has to take a back seat to Cyclops sometimes. He admits you can watch X-Men '97 and see it. Sometimes, Summers, I I forget why you're in charge. And he's right. He's absolutely right. This is Charles Xavier's right hand man here. This is his first pupil, his first X Men. This is a title that Scott Summers himself, he holds that very dearly to his heart. Is he the most charismatic guy? No, not really. Does he crack some jokes here and there? Yeah, but he knows that he has to be serious, especially in the field of battle, because he knows that he can't afford to make mistakes out there on that field. After years and years of being disrespected on the big screen, it took a simple sequence from an animated series to help us remember how truly badass this guy is.
Solid work, team. See you on the ground.
Hmm. Tell me he's not him. Tell me he is not him. Please tell me. Please. Anyway, with that being said, this character in that X-Men series, that just showed you right there that this character can be done correctly. You just got to give him, you just got to write him correctly. You just got to give him the time of day. It can be done. And look, a lot of people think this is just a guy who just has a simple optic blast coming out of his eyes, and this character is truly so much more than that. And I'm not saying write him to be the perfect character, because he's not perfect. No, nobody's perfect. And look, this guy also has his demons as well. He also has his problems, not just as an X-Men, but as a person and as an individual. And I'm just gonna throw my fan casting out there, but this is probably a popular fan casting at this point. It's been going on for a couple of years now, but I honestly think that Glenn Powell is the perfect Cyclops, to be honest with you. I think he's got the charm, I think he's got the charisma, and I think he's got the on screen presence in order to pull this character off. And this character hasn't been done right for years and years and years. And I honestly think that whoever steps into this mantle will have a completely blank canvas in order to paint their picture on what this character should be, and to paint him the right way. And yes, I'm aware this is just a fan casting, and I know that Glenn probably said that they haven't reached out to him, but he could also be lying. But however, if that doesn't happen, if they want to go a little bit younger, I wouldn't mind putting this guy's name in the hat as well. This is Wolfgang Novogratz. This guy's a stud. I like this kid a lot. This guy was actually my number one choice to be the new Superman, but that part ended up going to David Cornsweet, and I'm not too upset about that casting either. I trust James Gunn, but there could be an opening for this guy to also step into the MCU. I like his chops. I like his on-screen presence. Like I said, I think this could work. Oh yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about these castings as well. Look, overall, the purpose of this video is just to say that I want this guy to get his flowers. I want this guy to be depicted the right way, written the right way, and portrayed the right way on camera. This is long, long, long overdue, and I can't wait to see what Marvel does. I just can't have the last time that I saw Cyclops on the big screen be this memory right here. Get the fuck out of here. Man, anyway. Man, just put some respect on Cyclops' name, please. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Follow me here for more reviews and opinions. Peace.